Here are the 7 deadliest foods around the world. Number 1. Nomura's jellyfish in Japan. This jellyfish is the largest in the world. They are bigger than humans and can sting you if you encounter them in the water. And they're also really scary when eaten. But no matter that, it's a popular delicacy in Japan and China. Toxins in the jellyfish, known as glycoalkaloids, can lead to cramping, headaches, and even worse. Only properly trained chefs can prepare the jellyfish as a delicacy without the toxins. But if any traces are left, it doesn't take much to get you sick. Number 2. Silver striped blossop in Asia and Europe. Found in the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea, the silver-striped blossop fish is a delicacy in many coastal towns. Eating it is fine, as long as you avoid the liver, the reproductive organs, and the skin. If you bite into those parts, you can suffer from potentially fatal paralysis and breathing problems. Number 3. Tapioca. Who could have thought that drinking bubble tea would be risky? Turns out tapioca, the thing that's used to make boba, must be consumed with caution. Tapioca contains something called linamatin, a very toxic poison that can be found in cassava. And since tapioca flour is made from the starch of cassava root, there's a risk of poisoning if tapioca is not correctly refined. But don't worry, your bubble tea should be fine. Just be careful if you think the tapioca balls have possibly not been correctly prepared. Number 4. Inky cap mushroom in the northern hemisphere. There's nothing dangerous about eating an inky cap mushroom, but mixing it with alcohol results in unpleasant consequences. The inky cap mushrooms contain a toxin that causes illness when consumed with alcohol. It doesn't take much booze for the ill effects to take hold. Apparently, you only need to touch rubbing alcohol or smell perfume for symptoms to kick in. And the symptoms usually remain for 5 days after the consumption. Number 5. Larb in Thailand and Laos. Larb is one of the most popular Thai dishes. It's a raw meat salad with herbs, and it's delicious. But what kind of meat is used to cook it? And how fresh it is? As you can imagine, that sometimes causes problems. There have been several known cases of dozens of people getting infections after eating larb in Thailand, California, and other places in the world. It's not so much even about this specific dish, as eating raw meat of any kind comes with risks, including contracting rabies if the meat is from a rabid animal. Number 6. Raw cashews. Even if you don't have a nut allergy, every single one of us will have a chemical reaction to raw cashews, but not the ones we find in stores. Those have been steamed to remove the plant's dangerous chemical called rushiol, so those are safe to eat. But raw cashews, which are actually seeds growing on the outside of fruit found on tropical trees, contain the same chemical found in poison ivy, leading to rashes and swelling. Number 7. Rhubarb. A rhubarb pie won't harm you. Instead, it's the red-stemmed plant's leaves that want to kill you. Rhubarb, the bright vegetable often found in jams and pies, has a dark side: its leaves. Rhubarb leaves should not be used in baking or cooking as they contain oxalic acid. Consuming too much oxalic acid can be fatal, though you would have to eat large quantities of rhubarb leaves, approximately 11 pounds, to die from it. However, eating small amounts can cause several uncomfortable symptoms, so it's best to just stay away from these leaves. These are the 8 craziest dishes in Europe. Would you try any of these? Number 8. Surströmming in Sweden. This fermented herring is notorious for its pungent aroma, so strong that it's often opened outdoors. Despite its challenging smell, it's considered a delicacy and is usually enjoyed with flatbread, potatoes, and onions. The intense flavor and unique preservation method makes surströmming a truly eccentric dish. Number 7. Hákarl in Iceland. It's a traditional dish of fermented shark meat. This delicacy undergoes a months-long fermentation process, resulting in a strong ammonia smell and a distinctive flavor. Even though its smell is off-putting, Hákarl is enjoyed by many as a cultural staple during Icelandic festivities. Number 6. Black pudding in the UK and Ireland. The black pudding is a blood sausage made from pork blood and oatmeal or barley. Black pudding is beloved for its rich, savory flavor and hearty texture. It's a staple of traditional British and Irish breakfasts, often served alongside eggs, bacon, and toast. Number 5. Smalahove in Norway. Smalahove is a traditional Norwegian dish that consists of a sheep's head, typically from a lamb or sheep, split in half and boiled or steamed until tender. The dish is a cultural delicacy often enjoyed during festive occasions and celebrations, particularly in Western Norway. Before cooking, the sheep's head is typically singed to remove any remaining fur. Once cooked, the dish is served whole or halved, with the meat from the cheeks and tongue being the most prized parts. Number 4. Laverbread from Wales. Laverbread is a traditional Welsh dish made from seaweed, specifically a type of edible red algae called laver. The seaweed is harvested from coastal areas and then washed thoroughly before being being cooked. It is often boiled for several hours until it forms a thick, viscous paste. Laverbread is typically served fried with bacon and sometimes accompanied by eggs or cockles as part of a hearty breakfast or enjoyed as a side dish with other Welsh specialties. Number 3. Kokoretsi in Greece. Kokoretsi is a traditional Greek dish made from seasoned offal, typically including lamb or goat intestines, wrapped around skewers and grilled over an open flame. The offal used in kokoretsi can also include sweetbreads, hearts, lungs, or kidneys, all contributing to its rich and hearty flavor profile. Before grilling, the offal is often marinated in a mixture of olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, and herbs, imparting a delicious Mediterranean aroma. Once cooked, kokoretsi is sliced into portions and served hot, often accompanied by bread, lemon wedges, and tzatziki sauce. Number 2. Blodplättar in Sweden. Blodplättar is a traditional Swedish dish that translates to blood pancakes in English. These pancakes are made using pig's blood as a key ingredient, which gives them their distinctive dark color. The blood is typically mixed with flour, milk, or cream, and sometimes spices like cloves or ginger to create a flavorful batter. Once cooked on a griddle or frying pan, blodplättar are served hot with lingonberry jam or other sweet condiments, balancing the richness of the blood with tartness. Number 1. Roquefort in France. Roquefort is a famous French blue cheese with a distinctive tangy flavor and creamy texture. It is made from sheep's milk and aged in natural caves in the Roquefort-sur-Soulzon region of southern France. The cheese develops its characteristic blue veins due to the presence of mold Penicillium roqueforti, which is introduced during the cheese-making process. Roquefort is known for its strong aroma and complex taste, often described as sharp, salty, and slightly spicy. It has a crumbly texture with pockets of blue mold throughout, adding depth and complexity to each bite. Here are 3 dangerous places everyone told me not to visit, but when I went there, it felt really safe. Number 1 is Iran. I've been to Iran 3 times and I've spent a total of 6 weeks in the country, and I'm telling you, it's the most misunderstood place on the planet.
It's for you, Drew. We are welcoming you to Iran.
It is a home of hospitality. There's so many UNESCO World Heritage Sites, ancient history, the Persian Empire, food is amazing, and when you're there, it's safe. There's a huge difference between the government and the people, and all I gotta say is that Iran is a magical country and you have to visit. Number 2 is Venezuela. Did you know that Venezuela has the longest Caribbean coast of any country in the world? When you think of it, you probably don't think of beautiful tropical beaches and fresh coconuts on the side of the road and just really warm and hospitable people, but that is Venezuela. I was lucky enough to spend about 10 days there. It was my second to last country when I was on my journey to every country in the world, and I fell in love with the food, the people, the culture, the hospitality. There's just this pulse in Venezuela that I haven't found elsewhere on the continent, and I'm really begging to come back. Yes, the country has had massive economic instability, political issues, tensions, wars, whatever you want to call it, but when it comes down to like the experience of being there and traveling through the country, I felt perfectly safe, even in Caracas. Number 3 is North Korea. It's actually not dangerous at all to go to North Korea as long as you follow the rules that they tell you. Like, don't take a picture of the leader if he doesn't look perfectly fine. Don't take videos or pictures of military, and just don't do anything stupid. But North Korea is not bad at all. It's actually cool to walk around. You're with a guide, you're with security, and it's not like you're gonna do something out of the ordinary. But if you do act stupid and do something out of the ordinary, then you're probably gonna face consequences.